Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. I nearly missed the time actually. I was getting carried away with the solar eclipse happening in Western Australia, which is pretty exciting. I was looking at that on the live stream on ABC's place, so that was pretty cool. I'm just trying to dial up my thing now. So this is my card today that I've chosen to share with you. I actually posted about this card on my blog on Sunday night, and it was cased from the catalogue. So it's a direct case, which means to copy and share everything on this project here. So it is this one. There. So the actual project in the catalogue is a tag attached to a gift of some sunglasses. And I was attracted to this gorgeous gold leafing on the ribbon. And confession time, I did try that, but it was an unmitigated disaster. So that just went by the by. But I still love the actual tag. So you can see basically it's fairly similar with a few adaptations to make it into a card. And the reason why I made it a slimline card was because I thought it suited the design of the tag, and also, whoops, the card fits exactly into our lovely slimline envelopes, which are retiring. I do love our slimline envelopes. So the size of this card is, I've just got my little recipe book here. So it's 21 centimetres that way, 21 centimetres that way, which is the normal width of our paper, and then 18 centimetres this way, and I've scored it at 9 centimetres to fold it in half. Okay, so that's my slimline measurements for the slimline cards that fit perfectly into our beautiful envelopes. All right, as you can see here, I have done a little bit of die cutting and fussy cutting. These pieces are fussy cut out of the designer series paper. That was my very last piece of designer series paper left, so I had to be fairly circumspect with how I cut them out. So that's all ready to go. And here's my card over here. All right, so I've cut out my tag already for the front of my card using the tailor-made tag dies. I'll just pop you back in there. So there's two different designs of tailor-made tags, which is really fantastic. Hang on, before I put you away, I'll just pop out that little white bit there. That just preserves it a bit more. Pop you back away in the envelope. All right, and let's get all our bits and pieces out. Now, it is the end of the catalogue, so also ends of lots of supplies. So I am running out of a few things, including mint macaron cardstock. So for my pieces behind my designer series paper in white, I've had to match up, I think this is how it goes, my little pieces of cardstock so that it fits behind. So I'll just stick that on first. I'll put my seal on here and stick one on. There we go, leaving a tiny little border. And then, yes, I've got plenty of seal there. And then I'll line this up and stick the other one right beside. Oh, I've stuck that over a bit too far, I think. I'm tempted to cut it. I really am tempted to cut it. And I think I will. I'll just get my trimmer. Oh, don't lose all my dies I've been using. So just with my trimmer here, I'll just trim off, I don't think 1/2 centimetre, about that much I think. Rightio, let's have a look, see how I went. Oop. I'll line that up. There we go. Now I cut a bit too much off, but I think in the grand scheme of things it won't be a problem, really. I can go back and trim my mint macaron, mind you. I just put my piece of paper across there, and because I trimmed that off, I have a little bit extra, so I'll just trim that by hand. Oh, goodness gracious, I wish I wasn't live doing all these mistakes. So if you're here, I hope you're getting some good advice as well as some crazy advice. There we go, that's a bit better. All right, so that's the front one, and then for my inside, on this card here, I've used the Seaside Bay for my greeting, and I've used exactly the same as when I cased the catalogue. You are a pearl, rare and precious. But when I did this card in our class, we changed it up, and I'm using Very Best Occasions Happy Birthday, just to make it a happy birthday card. So I do happy birthday, and then sending you smiles for every moment of your special day for inside the card. And that's all the stamping there is on the card. The rest of it is all created using the gorgeous paper. So I'll stamp my sending you smiles for every moment of your special day there. And then on my tag, happy birthday towards the top. There we go with my Knight of Navy. Pop that away. So that's all the stamping complete. Now let's see how we go with the mat for this one. I might overlap those, so once again putting my seal on the back and line you up neatly there, and got plenty of seal on the back of this one. Line you up and overlap the cardstock. No one will ever know. There we go. That's better than I did on the front, isn't it? And then I'll just put some seal on that and put that inside my card, which is over here. And then I have also a piece of designer series paper for the very bottom of my card on the front, and a couple of these die cuts, one of these, and a couple of little pieces. I'll leave all of those for the front, I think. This is an edge piece off the designer series paper. I might just pop that right on the edge there. No one will ever know it wasn't a complete piece. And then this one beside it, actually overlapping a little bit, and then my gold shell using the beautiful fine shimmer paper. Pop that in the middle. There you go, there's the inside of my card embellished, and pop our panel on for the front and line that up there. And then I'll put just before I put my ribbon, my tag on, because that's the next thing to go on, I might tie my linen thread, just pop that through the hole there, and might tie a bow this time on my linen thread across the top. There we go. Just tighten that a bit. Pull my legs, one, and where's my tail on this one? I think I've left my tail too short on that one. That'll do fine. Trim that one up. So there we go, there's that. And then I can put my tag onto the front of my card. There we are. And then the rest basically is a bit like flower arranging. I did use, where did I put my dies to show you? These are all the Seaside Bay dies I used. So they're lovely little dies for the beautiful little shells, the leafy dies. And then this big one here folds over to create a clamshell. Okay, it's got 2 score lines already in it. But when you open it up, it's white. So I cut that out twice so that when I stick them together, it gets gold on the inside as well as on the outside, which is a really lovely finish. I'll just put my dies away while I've got that open. All right, so we'll put, now when you do cut them out, and you've got your two cut out there, they don't fit exactly identically that way, but if you flip one around, they are exactly the same. Okay, so then you end up with the dotty bits on the top and the dotty bits on the inside as well. All right, so let's put some seal all over that and line them up perfectly. Here we go. All done there, very nicely. When you fold it though, it does move a little bit because it has to accommodate moving around, but that's all. Look at that, that looks great. So I've got the dotty bits inside and the dotty bits on the front. And actually I think I'll use some dimensionals on the back of this one. 1, 2, and pop you over here. And we're going to put a lovely flat pearl inside there because that is the beautiful home for the pearl there. And then all these other bits I'm going to add on. Now, as you can see, this one here is only half there because it was on the edge of the paper. But if I pop that perhaps there, maybe like that, and I can put some other ones over the top of it. Like, which way will I go? That way. You'd never know that there wasn't a complete shell there. Okay, maybe I will move that over a little because I like how I've done it on the other one with that. Or just put my shell in like that, upside down. That looks better, Julia. Okay, let's pop this one here and that one behind my large shell there. And then we've got this little circular one, which I do like, and the lovely cone. I saw some shells like this up my last beach walk at Noosa North Shore. They're just so beautiful. There we go. And then some grassy bits tucked in behind each of those to look super artistic. And another one next to you. There we go. Don't obscure the happy birthday. And I took this layout completely from the catalogue, the way that the concept artist had arranged all of these gorgeous details in the catalogue, in the mini catalogue. I'm going to use a mini glue dot for this one because it's a little bit easier than using the seal for just a small surface. And one more with the mini glue dot. I just cut out pieces of cardstock until my cardstock was all used up when I made those. Okay, and then a couple of gold shells. One there, one up here, and I think I've got enough really. I've got some left over for the next project. Oh, and actually another bit of, this is the ribbon that started off the creative process for me completely. Actually, I'll do it this way. Get my two fingers, my nice long tail in between my thumb and my finger, and then bring that up to create my bow with the knot tied at the back. There we go. And then my two tails down here. Okay, here we are. It's beautiful ribbon to tie this stuff. Ties beautifully and it's so soft. And a mini glue dot on the back of you. And pop that up there with my other ribbon. Actually, I wonder if I should do it above that. No, that's the way to go there. There we are. So I've got my double linen and ribbon bow. Beautiful shells. Little peekaboo pearl inside there. And then happy birthday. And, no, I don't think I need any more. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll check all the comments after I'm finished. Once again, I've forgotten to dial up the comments to see if there are any. Hello, everybody who's here joining me. Thank you so, so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you again next time. Bye now.